so we are going to do a multi-agent new UI workforce. Okay, let me show you how we are having that. So this is hidden in here. So we have a multi-agent. Oh, this account doesn't have any multi-agent. Let me switch to another account, sorry. So if you go back in here and you go into agent, so this is, we still in development, so we're not yet here. But this is the workforce that you are going to have. And when you click into the workforce, you will see that there will be a new UI where we have the new ability, which is we can configure the trigger. We can configure the supervisor. We can configure the sub-agent. And we are having some of the UI that, for example, like which one is working? We are still in development on that. So you can see it is under different path and the ID is totally different. So what it have is going to receive the trigger from the either is it going to be user message, or it can be a workflow trigger, or is it going to be a webhook? And then it will directly into different agent as a node in here. So you basically you can add multiple agent as a kind of like a node in a graph, and then you can technically map them together. And it's just like a workflow, but consists of multi of the agent. So when the trigger is in, we have the supervisor. The supervisor will split the task into multiple agent, and the multiple agent they can kind of like map into the different agent underneath of them. And in this one, you can see in here, when I click on this one, it's going to be the connection type. Connection type is allow you to configure the condition. So the condition is here. We have two types, AI condition or the normal condition. So condition is kind of like a code base. So you can like if, else, and so on, so that it can refer into some of the variable in order to decide whether it's going to go through this branch or not. Or AI condition is kind of like LLM monitoring use case where you have the agent that's going to do the branching and so on like that. So I think right now this is the error, but basically you will see the all of the run history that the entire multi-agent system is running. And if you click on one run, it will show like whatever on the left hand side showing, it will show in that sequence. Like you are going to receive a trigger, the first agent makes some decision and it does something on here, and then it will determine whether it's going to this agent or this agent. So it's going to go to on the right hand side on this one. So the reason that we need to do some revamp on this is because we realize the original chat interface of the agent, which is the current one that display in here. This one. This is the current version of the multi-agent that you already see. So this one is working, but it is a chat interface. So it is pretty hard to simulating the how multi-agent connect to each other and also trigger and so on. So that's why we were working on the revamped version of that. So it will have an entire timeline on the right hand side. So instead of like a chat thread with message back and forth, we will make it as a timeline so that whenever that you are looking at the agent, you can see how they interacting with each other when they code what, and it will having the better UI to showing the parallelism and so on. So because this is a new UI, so it is quite sort of rough comparing to the current chat interface. But eventually, we will try to finish it by the end of the month in order to replace the current UI that you have in here. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for today.